Hello, Leo. This is Don from Sonora Mystic Tarot. This is your weekly reading for May 13th through the 19th. Let's get right to it. What does Spirit and the Universe have in store for you this week? While I'm shuffling the cards, remember, if this does not resonate with you, continue on and let somebody else have this one. Come back next week and maybe that one will resonate with you. Additionally, don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, and follow button. I would truly appreciate it. Let's get right to it, though. The very first card out for you this week is the Seven of Swords, followed quickly by the Judgment card. Then we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Seven of Major Arcana, which is the Chariot card. I love it. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a minute. On the bottom of the deck, which is the overall energy of the reading itself, is a Two of Wands. Let's see what's on the bottom of this row. The bottom row is a clarifier. So again, the top row is the energies for the week. The bottom row is a clarifier. The bottom row, which is a King of Coins clarifier over that Seven of Swords. That Page of Swords is over the Judgment card. The Three of Swords is over the Four of Wands. And the Two of Coins is over that Chariot card. Wow. Interesting reading. It's kind of a mixed bag here this week. So let's see what it is and why it is the way it is. Well, first and foremost, as I told you about it, we have the Two of Wands. Okay, the Two of Wands energy is choices, choices, and more choices. What is it that you're going to do this week with those choices? There's somebody who's being very deceitful around you. Somebody who has been, who is not a friend. Somebody who is not looking out for your best interest. Somebody who is doing things which are meant to hurt you or to hurt you in somebody else's eyes. And I don't know why that is. We're going to get into it, but you need to take care of it. It's somebody who is jealous of the money, so if they're competing with you for, say it's somebody at work and they're competing with you in reference to a raise or a position or an increase of some kind. It could be that. It could also be somebody who is in a management position who's afraid of you maybe jumping up above them or maybe even competing for their job eventually or taking them place. I don't know. But the point is it's somebody who has a little bit of authority, somebody who, again, is focused on money. This is somebody who's not a friend, somebody whom when you speak with, you hear them talk and you realize, it's all about money with them. They care nothing more than money, 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 money. Okay, so watch out for that person. The Judgment card's out there. So the Judgment cards, you said, you know what, you've done a lot of good things out in your life and you've really taken the opportunity to help folks along the way. So they're gonna bring in that energy to you to realize who it is, and they're gonna take care of it themselves as well as you take care of it in the sense of you understanding who they are and you put them in their box. You keep them in their box. You don't have to totally isolate them if you don't want, if that's not what your energy is about. But you need to put them in a place where you kind of isolate them and keep them from causing you harm, especially emotional harm. Because what happens is we trust people and then we befriend them, and then they tend to sometimes do this kind of mess. And when they do this mess, what they do is they create a time where we feel let down because we let our guard down. Your guard's not down. You know the person. You know who it is. You know what they're doing. Your key to this is making sure that you keep them at bay, you keep them in a box where you're not emotionally connected, and therefore when they do this, you're like, okay, that's who I expected and it's what I figured, therefore you're not hurt. Don't worry, ultimately, again, you're going to overcome this. This is not going to be a major problem for you. You'll be able to celebrate and kind of laugh at them when they wind up showing themselves and they show themselves in a bad way. Additionally, don't be surprised if you if this person is closer than you think. This could be somebody who is in a very tight relationship with you and it has a great rapport, but again, you've felt something different over time. You've been feeling a change. This also could be your relationship that you're in. Maybe the person you're with is not being quite honest with you and they're not being as forthright as they should, and they're kind of messing around. They're kind of messing around behind your back. So Gemini, I'm not sure which way to go with this for you. You're going to have to determine how that fits in your life. But if you are in a situation where you're kind of suspecting the person you're with being not quite as faithful as you think, don't be surprised if their truth is shown. They're not going to show it, by the way. They are not going to show it. That's not who they are. They're very deceptive. Who's going to show it is the Judgment card that says, you know what, we're gonna create a situation where they wind up showing themselves. And it's that because they're going to make a stupid, youthful mistake. They're going to do something stupid, and it's going to show it. So ultimately, don't worry. In the end, you're going to move through this. You're going to be victorious with this. You're going to keep moving forward. You're not going to let this get you down. Again, you put them in perspective. If it's a relationship, don't be surprised if you toss them to the side. You're like, no, we're done. I have two choices. Either I stay here and put up with this mess, or I move on with the psychological benefit of something new. If indeed it is a work situation or a situation where, again, it's a friend who is again, who has been stabbing you in the back for whatever reason they believe it is, don't worry. Again, you're going to move beyond them. They're not going to be victorious, and ultimately you're gonna find yourself in a better position because of all this. Why? Because first of all, your ability to sense that something is not as accurate as it should be is going to be sharpened, and you're going to be proven right in that regard. So you're happy about that. Additionally, you don't want this kind of energy around you. So the good part is when you find out that it's there, you're going to be happy that you did, because you don't need that negative energy. Remember, negative brings negative. Who goes with that, right? The balance is there. This is there, that tranquility balance between the subconscious and conscious. Again, it's that ability to connect and know who this is and what's going on. The fresh start, which is that full card. So it's a fresh start, moving on from this, moving beyond all this, not bringing the luggage with you, not letting all that hurt and frustration come. You put them in a box, and when you put them in a box, they're not apt to hurt you as much. Again, it's the work is over. You know who it is. Again, the work has come through, and you're going to move on forward. Again, that King of Wands is like, I'm good, and you're not going to be. I love this is upside down. So you're not going to be the hung man. You're not going to be the person who's sitting there and feels like they've been crucified and whatever. No, you're going to say, you know what? I knew it. I'm good with it, and the universe dealt me a hand, gave me an opportunity to move on. And I took the change. And I'm better off for it. Look at this. I'm much better off for it. Now I have options. The question is, what do I do with them? Ultimately, the happiness is coming. So again, watch out for those around you. There is somebody who is not playing fairly, somebody who's being very deceitful, and we don't want that energy in our lives, okay? So we need to move forward. They will make their own mistake, and you will find it out because they will let you know by accident. And ultimately, again, you will celebrate that this all happened because you know what? They were not meant to be in your life. And it's time that you put them in the box, whatever box you want, and you move forward without having that negative energy around you. I would also bring to your attention what does not serve you well needs to go. Remember, own your power, be your power, and do not let anybody else steal your power, your thunder, or your joy. With that said, I'm going to let you go. Have an amazing week. I hope to hear from you next week when you check in for the next reading. Don't forget to check out my new book as well. It's on Amazon. It's The Ultimate Power Within, Unleashing the Magic of Affirmations. And while you're at it, hit that like, share, subscribe, and follow button. I would truly appreciate it. From me, it's Sonoran Mystic Tarot. To you and your family, I wish you love, light, and blessings. Have a great one. We'll talk later. Bye-bye.